talking about the phone, and there's one song. I can't remember the song right now, but this, the song says, "You are my one pack bobo." Or something.
Renado.
So there's a part there where it says one pack.
6-pack bobo.
No, 6-pack bobo. Yes, but you're my one pack bobo.
What are you saying?
That's just one pack. Don't worry. People can't even see it, so it's fine.
Taiwo, how can you start a show by insulting my stomach?
Don't worry. One pack.
It's not one pack. Do you want me to do 30 press-ups here for everybody to see?
Yes, please. Remove this table.
You just like Wahala, Sha. Well, I have 6-pack.
Yeah. You had. When we got married, you had.
Okay. We're going to show our wedding picture. Okay? So, I want everybody to have a look at this, our wedding picture.
You will put before and after.
Eh?
I'm even laughing at the thought.
Yes.
A picture of you before and a picture of you after.
Done. So we put before and after, and then we'll ask people to vote about which one is better.
No, that's not what we're saying. We're talking about whether you had a 6-pack
No,
or you had a 1-pack.
What's the point in having a 6-pack and looking like,
Looking like?
You gotta have, even if you have whatever pack, you look really good.
So the point of showing them is to say which one looks better.
Yes.
Oh, so 1-pack is fine.
No. I don't. Look at that, man. Akinyemi. See.
One of the advantages of this outfits, things like this, is because you can't see anything. You can't see anything. What can you people see? Can you see anything?
Even if I'm wearing a suit, nobody will see anything.
He has crossed his leg.
Oh, for that, I'm today's show. Nonsense.
Why you put your leg back?
Because it took me a lot to get to the point where I can cross my leg, like I said the last time. My sweet sugar chocomilo.
What?
I
don't want.
You don't want?
No, I don't want.
My sweet chocomilo.
I don't want. I don't want.
Taiwo.
So what are we talking about?
Last week, guys, did I just scatter your hair?
I tucked it in nicely.
That would be nice.
It cannot be scattered.
Just brought it to the front. My 1-pack baby. Anyway,
who is 1-pack? You are the one who has 1-pack. It's not me.
I'm thinking of something to call your lovely hair.
It's just hair.
It's just hair.
It's just hair.
And it's fine, no?
And you have no hair.
Why are you on my case today?
Should they see what is under this? You want to show them what is under this cap?
This is an act of provocation.
I want to say something. When we got married, my husband was slim, he had a V, and he had hair on his head. Now, 28 years later, he doesn't have a V.
But that is by choice now.
He doesn't have a V, and he has no hair.
No. Not having hair.
This is to cover what is under.
You are being very, very, very. I'm even looking for the English word. How often do I cut my hair?
Maybe like once or twice a week. Once in 2 weeks.
Once a week.
Be very careful what you will say next.
Why?
Because if you're trying to say that your hair grows fast, we will let this hair grow so that they can see what it looks like. I'm
very uncomfortable with hair. My scalp begins to itch, but when there is no hair and I do fra, I'm able to think.
What is fra? What is fra?
This girl is on my case today. God help me, God deliver me.
Why you do fra?
Okay, tell.
So what does that mean? If you know what fra.
Nigerians, we have those sounds for everything. He closed the door, boga.
So what is fra?
That car just hit him, bam.
What is fra fra?
He went, phew.
Just tell me what fra fra is. Maybe you can even show us. That when you want to do your hair fra fra.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, don't mind my wife. She's just on a mission.
You don't want to show us what fra fra is.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much. See what I have to deal with? You know?
You can just write in the comments, what is fra fra?
I said, what is? And that car, he went, and he just went, phew.
How do you even write that?
And he was going. They keep going that we are going. Just all right. Now, thank you so much for your comments last week. We talked about disagreement, and oh my God, we had phenomenal comments.
Yeah.
Quite a number of you. It was a lot. You know, and if you've not yet watched that video, please go back. All the videos, past videos are there. So make sure you just go back. You know, we got a lot of first timers. And so if you're a first timer, just please go back and look at some of the old videos. But one of the things we talked about last week, I think where we ended it, was that we need to, this whole issue of disagreements and all that, and I think we concluded that communication was vital amongst other things.
We said that we can disagree, but we don't have to get to blows. We don't have to,
And you know, the root of many fights within the context of the home is in communication and inability to manage a breakdown of the communication if and when it happens. And one of the things that we have, you know, and I think this is even true of even the workplace, that the presence of peace is not necessarily a sign of a healthy home or healthy workplace. Because many times people have been intimidated into silence.
You know, the fact that nobody is talking doesn't mean that there is peace.
Yeah.
The fact that it could be a cold war. You know,
absolutely.
A cold war is when I'm not talking to you, you're not talking to me.
Yeah.
We're not fighting, but we're not talking.
Yeah.
You know, there are actually couples who have cold wars for weeks.
Yeah.
The home still runs. So they use their children as messengers. Ask your daddy what he's eating. Ask your daddy whether he's hungry.
And anybody looking at them from outside would think that everything is so nice. And so they are socially married, not happily married.
And you know, that puts so much pressure on the children, because a child can tell when there is problem in the home. So the child is the go-between. Tell your mother that I don't know where she put whatever. So that doesn't mean that there is peace. So
that's true.
Communication is vital. I feel that communication is probably the key, the most important thing to get right in a home.
You know, a lot of times, Taiwo, you find out that, and the strength of a relationship, and like we showed last week, that you can have disagreements. The strength of a relationship is not in the absence of disagreements, but your ability to rebound, to come back stronger.
I don't know if I don't know if we've said this before or if anyone remembers. We always say this thing about how we've never fought, you know, how we've never, had a fight.
Raise our voices at each other.
And that does not mean we always agree.
Yeah.
So what we're not saying that we've never
disagreed.
We've never disagreed. We disagree on different things. We'll be like, no, I don't think we should. But we're able to disagree and talk things out. You know, before we got married, we had this thing. We agreed on certain things. So we said, one of the things we said was that we would never, if either of us made the other person angry,
you won't talk when you're angry.
We will not talk when we have agreed. It's something that we've mastered. When you're angry, you don't speak. So it's not that we don't disagree. It's not that we feel the same on every single topic. It's just that if there's something that we disagree on, while you are in that mode where if maybe I am angry about something, we do not talk. We talk. When we do not talk doesn't mean I am not talking to you. It means I do not bring up that issue until I am calm. So when I'm calm, I may now say, I didn't like it when you said so and so. And almost 100% of the time, when either of us brings up what we did not like, the other person didn't even know that it was something that was
imagine
offensive.
And it could have degenerated.
So imagine if there was a situation and we did not communicate, and I am offended and I blow up when I do. The other person is wondering, what did I even do? So.
And I think what we're talking about is establishment of conflict protocols. That means before where we decide, and that's what we're talking about, that we decided that if ever we get into a place where we don't agree, this is the protocol for dealing with it. And another thing that I think is important is that we already knew the no-go areas. We knew that separation, divorce, getting physical, and all that were no-go areas. I think today a lot of people practice divorce. That if you don't do this, I'm going to leave. If you continue like this, I'm packing out.
I know. I remember there was a couple that we used to know, and they were always fighting. They were not even married, but they were always fighting. And every time they would fight and come to us, there were the "I'm leaving you" was always on the table.
Yeah.
And they were not even yet married. And my husband said to them that, you've already mastered this divorce thing. So even if you get married, this will happen. Before you marry someone, hopefully someone that you have spent time with enough, you know them and all that. So I should not say, if you do this, I will leave you.
When you practice, you see, if it's not on the table, then it will never come up. No matter how bad the disagreement is. If you have established that we are in this for life, we will get on each other's nerves. We will do dumb things. But there is no exit. We have no exit strategy.
Yeah. Many years ago, I don't even know what I was thinking. So I had this phone. So every time my husband did something I didn't like, I would write it on my phone. And one day I just thought to myself, why on earth are you keeping this? And I deleted whatever it was. And there were small things like, you did not get this for me when I told him to. You did not stop when we were coming from so and so to buy vegetables on the road. Whatever, those small things. But once I deleted them, I forgot what they were. And the thing I got from that was this, that those small things have the potential to grow into a big. It's almost like a fire that goes out of control.
But remember two things. If we don't create an environment where disagreements can happen, if we don't create an environment where divergent opinions can be expressed, it's a time bomb waiting to happen. I think it's one of the biggest threats to relationships and even in an organizational setting. Because what happens then is what looks like peace is a lot of pent-up anger, and its day will come. That's what's happening in the United States right now. A lot of pent-up anger over so long. And it reminds me of that story, I think we may have shared it before, of the couple that beat each other up because of chewing gum. The wife asked the husband for chewing gum. He didn't give it to her, and they went to blows. You'll be thinking, how can chewing gum cause a fight? It's because there were so many little things. So one of the reasons why communication is so crucial is because if we're communicating, all the tense moments we can diffuse. Absolutely.
So what you're saying, you have a protocol, if you can call it that.
Yes.
A way of saying, whenever this happens, maybe you know yourself that when maybe for the one, maybe that when it's this time of the month, I'm extra touchy. So one of the protocols would be that the man doesn't bring up or do things that will aggravate the. It's just.
But he has to know, because in my own case, I had to discover. and that was, I just noticed, oh, here I was, young husband, very happy with my beautiful, nice wife. But there was a period, from morning, I've woken up. I have not yet offended anybody. I've not yet had any opportunity to do anything wrong. Somebody is already angry with me. How do you deal with somebody who is angry with you? So I'm wondering, did I do something
it wasn't that I was angry, it wasn't that I'm moody.
You are moody. But my own interpretation of your being moody first thing in the morning is that, or did I mistakenly hit you when we were sleeping, like you did to me a couple of times? Yes, that's a topic for another day. Imagine you are sleeping, you just have that Nigerian thing, bossa.
But it's not bossa in that sense. It was like someone hit you while they're sleeping. How is that bossa?
Even me, I can pretend to be sleeping and go. It's like when I'm on a plane, or and somebody says, you want to get rid of the pressure. Bossa, Anyway, that's a story for another day. So I wake up in the morning, wake up in the morning, and the girl is moody. I have not yet done anything. So I'm now thinking, what did I do? What did I do? Then I discovered that this thing used to happen. I'm a statistician. So I look for patterns.
It's not a matter of statistician. Let me just say this.
Are you downplaying my academic?
Let me say this. There's a scripture in the Bible that says about that husbands should
deal with your wife according to knowledge.
Basically, that means get to know her. Of course, it goes both ways. So you're discovering, and by the way, I was not aware. Sincerely, I was not aware that there was a time in the month when I was moody. I was not aware. But once he told me, I now began to check myself. The point of that is this: husbands, study your wives and find out what makes them tick.
You need to study them like
do the same.
Study them like you are doing an exam, because you wake up in the morning.
So will you pass this exam?
I've already passed. 28. You came, baby.
If I ask you questions, can you answer?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I've passed that exam. So I looked at it the first month, second month. By the time we got to third month, I knew it, that it was a pattern. At the same time, every month, you are guilty without trial. You are guilty. You've not done anything. You are guilty. Guys, and those of you who want to get married or who are just getting married, just prepare. Because you will be confused. What did I do? Is it in my dream? Is it what did I do? So it's very important you find that out. And once you've been able to understand that, it's a whole different world. So what am I saying? Or what are we saying today? Don't bottle it up. Okay? Create that environment where communication, where divergent thoughts can happen, are acceptable. Next week.
What are you saying? What are you saying? He said, create an environment where divergent thoughts are found. What does that mean? Is that what you wanted to say? Say it again.
Why are you on my case today?
No, I didn't understand what you said. Create an environment where divergent thoughts are found. What does that mean? I didn't get it.
Okay, I want to do a shout out to some people.
Okay.
Where divergent thoughts are acceptable, where they can find expression.
Okay. That's what he was saying, yeah.
That's what I was saying. Next week, we're going to look at when personalities clash within the home. You don't want to miss that one.
I want to sneeze.
You sneeze like a... So that is sneeze.
It went just before.
It just goes... If I sneeze...
You sneeze like an elephant.
Elephants don't sneeze.
Okay, he blows his nose like an elephant. If his brain is on, you will you hear that loud sound. Okay, go on.
Just be sneezing. When I sneeze, The lion. All right, so personalities, that is going to be something else because you find out that what makes a home is different personalities, you know, and if you don't understand the personality you're dealing with, you are going to have trouble, a lot of trouble. And that I love you will not be able to deal with the pressure that comes with personality clashes.
I love you. So we should do something about I love you.
Yes, they're telling us time is up.
Okay, all right. I love you is not something you express with words.
Ooh,
I love you is something you express with action.
Preach, baby.
So, you do not love me if I keep saying something and you never ever remember. That is not I love you. But anyway, for another day.
But me, I love you. Okay, good.
You have had time to practice. So, now I know he loves me.
There's something that is...
That is.
Let me keep quiet. All right, guys. So please follow us on social media. The handles are on the screen. Make sure you get involved, you know, so you know what we're doing. We have stuff we're putting up virtually every day. We have Street University on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Please sign up. You're going to learn a lot on Tuesday and Thursday. It's 5:30 p.m. East Africa time. That's GMT +3. All right. And so if you want the Zoom link for the one on the next one we're having, just let us know. We will give you the link so you can hook up with us. And then a special shout out. You know, we just want to appreciate those of you who are commenting. My friend Trufi Hafizu, thank you so much. We read your comment and that was so powerful. I also want to shout out to Lizzie Keta Okwori from Zaria in Nigeria. Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Keep commenting, keep tagging people, keep sharing. All right. Richard Williams from Uganda, I see you. Thank you so much. And then Chantal Lulu from Rwanda. Rwanda is one of my favorite countries. Honestly, you know, I could live in Rwanda. Will you come with me?
We'll discuss it in private.
Rwanda is so nice. Hey, you know, I really enjoy it. Uganda is also, in fact, African. You know what, guys, you need to travel around Africa. You know, because
after coronavirus.
Just.
And you know, when my husband says a place is good, usually he's talking about the food.
Okay, this provocation today is too much. Okay, you win. You win.
It's true.
So please keep sharing. Keep tagging people. You never know, you might be saving a home. I want to read Chuhak Stephen. He wrote last week that the show just saved him from a terrible argument. That's why we do this.
That's the reason why we're doing this, so that we can share the little that we know, what has worked for us. We can share with other people, those who are married, those who are intending to get married, so that they can avoid the pitfalls that so many people fall into. You know, anybody, if we work at it, anyone can have a super.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you all. Follow the page, recommend the page, Wale Akinyemi resource page, recommend it to people. Follow us on Twitter, on different social media platforms. Until next week, God bless you and have a great weekend.